Sorry, I know this is a very close-up shot of my face, but
Your nose looked so amazing when you did this.
my nose? How shiny is it on a scale of 1 to 10?
No, it's beautiful. It's perfect.
My Christmas dreams, my holiday dreams are coming true.
Thank you for having me today at your house or wherever you are. Where are you right now?
I'm in the studio at Kiss 92.5, so I wish my house looked this nice. I'm so excited to talk to you because you've got a new fragrance out. Perfect time for the holidays. So tell us about your new line of fragrances, and also how does Michael Bublé want us to smell?
I want you to smell good. Yes.
Just plain and simple, just good.
Yeah. No, and a few years ago, these people called me and they said, listen, would you be interested in having a fragrance line? And I really felt like they were going to just stick my name on it. And I really wasn't too comfortable with that. So I drove them crazy and I said, listen, can I come? So I ended up flying down to New York and going to meet with these the French perfumers. And I spent days putting together the fragrances. And listen, I love fragrance. I've always loved, wearing different clones and perfumes and stuff, whatever you want to call it. And I've always liked unisex stuff that isn't too strong one way or the other. Very weirdly, it actually was more like making music than I ever thought it could be, because it's a lot. It's very similar in the way that you take all of these different notes and you blend them together with, in harmony. I did that, and then I drove them nuts about the packaging, and I think they hated me because I made them throw away the first inception of the bottle and everything. But I wanted it to be right, because I figured if I was gonna have something to do with it, that it had to be good, because I think it can be pretty rotten for your for the trust people have in you if you put something out that's not great.
I feel like in Michael Bublé we all trust. So what are the different scents that we can experience? And is it like like a spritz thing, or like dump it in your bathtub and just bathe in the perfume?
Oh my God, I love that you ask me like I know. Like I actually know the answers to those things.
You're the expert.
I am so not an expert. I you know what? I've learned to leave it to these beautiful perfumers who are so much better than me at doing it. But I think everybody has their own way. How do you put yours on? Is yours a spray, a spritz, a little dab?
I do like 8 sprays, so I smell like very high.
They must love you in elevators.
They hate me in elevators.
Each one of them is different. They all, there's actually one for men. There's a couple for women that are different, sort of. I'd say one's more daytime. I think one's a little more fancy dancy. Does anyone?
Why not? That's the new slogan for the perfume line.
I just hate myself already.
Hey, but at least you have different options for people, which is great. Now, obviously, like 2020, let's be real, has somewhat been like a train wreck for a lot of people, but people are spending time at home and they're getting to know themselves better. Like, I don't know, I learned about myself that I can grow a solid mustache in 17 days, which
beautiful.
Is never thought that. So what have you learned?
Look so pretty.
I look better than I do now with a mustache. So what have you learned about yourself that might be surprising to yourself over quarantine?
Weirdly, I like going to the gym, and I hated it my whole life. I look different all the time. Like I put on weight, I lose weight, so it had nothing to do with that. I think that I just got sentimental. I think with what happened with COVID, I had a few of my friends that were epidemiologists and doctors, and they called me and they said, listen, if there was ever a time in your life to be healthy, it's now. Because, there's a chance that you're going to catch this, that anyone could catch this. Because I love my kids so much, and I just want to be an old man with them. I thought, okay, so I talked to my wife, and we started doing these like online training things, and then it became something like that was cool, because it was something that we had in common, because we've never had that really. And we started to do it, and then I complained all the time. And I would complain through the whole process. And then weirdly, after about 4 months or 5 months, I started to dig it. And I was like, magic. Oh, this is good. Yeah, I want to do this. And then I started to feel better. And we don't have a nanny, Celebrities have a bunch of nannies. We don't. So I'm tired all the time. And so that was big. It was like, wow, this going to the gym is actually kind of good. And now I miss it. It's like if I don't do it for a few days, I miss it. Yeah.
Like you brought up a lot of good points about being healthy and being there for your family, which is awesome. Now, what does a Bublé Christmas look like? I imagine this to be epic on so many levels. If we were all able to come to your house for Christmas, what would it look like?
Yeah. Can I ask you, you don't have kids, do you?
I don't. But I'm
Okay.
getting married!
You are! Yay! Oh! Oh. I can't wait to see your mustache in those wedding pictures.
Oh my God, it's gonna be great.
When you when you have kids, I think if there's any cynicism that goes along with Christmas, I think it will disappear because you start to see it through the eyes of your kids.
Yeah.
And there's such wonderment. We're in Vancouver. The government has shut us down, or as close to a shutdown as you can have. So we're not going to have a big Christmas dinner. We're not going to be able to be with our friends, but we're going to do the best we can with what we have, and what we have is health, and what we have is each other. And so we're going to be listening to Christmas songs and dancing and probably eating soup. My mom keeps making me soup. Soup. I have so much soup that my wife keeps telling my mom that the freezer's full of soup. My kids are so excited, and I just spent a lot of time talking to them and making sure they're not too worried about Santa Claus not getting there, because they keep asking if COVID stopped Santa, and I keep saying it doesn't. He's magical. No way that I mean, there have been world wars and Santa Claus has come through for kids all over the world, and there's no way he doesn't do that now.
Now, I want to play a quick game with you. This is called Naughty or Nice. So we're going to take a quiz, and it's going to determine if you're on Santa's Naughty or Nice list. Before we get to that, what do you think? Are you on his naughty list? Are you on his nice list?
Oh, I'm going to just be on the cusp of, in the middle.
That's a cop-out.
No, I really, because there's a lot of good things about me. There's a lot of things I like about me. And then there's things that I just think I can't swear, but you know.
That is fair. Have you ignored a text either on purpose or by accident?
Accident. I'm horrible. And you know what's funny? I get them, and then I go to answer, and then I forget, and then it's like they're gone.
And then they're gone. Yeah. Have you ever told a lie? Do you lie all the time? Sometimes? A little white lie is okay?
Yeah, I think this is a discussion I've had with my 7-year-old quite a bit.
So you lie or you don't lie?
Because I lie. Because the other day he heard me, and my wife came in and asked me if I liked the pair of shoes that she was wearing, and I said, "Oh, you look so cute," you know. And then when she left, I said, like, "Wow, those are ugly shoes." And he said, "Poppy, you lied. You lied. You said that you like the shoes." And I said, "Well, sometimes, you know, it's a really hard thing. It's hard for me to explain."
Okay,
I said,
fair.
Sometimes, you know, you don't want to hurt someone's feelings, so
you're on the cusp, just like you are about this quiz. All right, next one. Have you been petty or passive aggressive this year?
I don't know. Why? Who's asking?
The quiz is asking.
Okay. Yeah, of course I have.
Okay, you have.
I play fantasy football, and I'm a hockey fan who loves the Vancouver Canucks, and so many of my friends are Toronto Maple Leafs and Winnipeg Jets and Ottawa Senators fans, and yeah, I've been petty. Last
question then, that is it. Have you subtweeted or indirectly said something bad about somebody on social media?
I don't have Twitter. Or if I do, I don't run it.
It does say that you're naughty, though, according to this list. So, sorry,
really?
Michael.
It says that?
I'm sorry, you're naughty.
It's okay.
But Santa,
I love a nice piece of coal.
Yeah, you know what? It'll keep you warm and toasty. You can pair that with your soup. But thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to spritzing 8 spritzes of your fragrance on me when I get it. So thanks again.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Bye.